glad you're part of the big show. Glad you joined us today because we're at the Farm Progress Show and you're here vicariously. But as usual, another great time at Farm Progress Show, another phenomenal event pulled off by the folks from John Deere, and of course the great people from the Farm Progress Show made all this possible.
This year at 2010 Farm Progress Show, behind me we have our Pitstop Pro anhydrous changing system. Today, when a producer is out running anhydrous, applying anhydrous, the process of unhooking that empty tank and hooking up to that full tank can be really time consuming. For some guys it might be 6 minutes, it might be 8, 10, or up to 15 minutes. For a producer, they might be changing out their tanks 6 or 10 or 12 times a day. Well, if you start to do the math on that, that really stacks up to a lot of time spent or a lot of time wasted just changing anhydrous tanks. With our Pitstop Pro system, it's a system that adds on to our 2510H high-speed anhydrous applicators. That Pitstop Pro system hooks and unhooks those empty and full tanks all from the seat of the cab. So that operator has their GS2 display sitting right in front of them, and they just push a button to either unhook the hitch or uncouple or couple up that anhydrous hose. So that process that today might take 10 or 12 minutes to change out those tanks, that process is down to a minute and a half to 2 minutes. One of the more important factors is the operator doesn't have to get out of the cab. When they've been out running for 10 or 12 or 15 hours a day, an operator's tired. They might be in some conditions where it's wet and it's cold, and that operator doesn't have to get out of the cab. They don't have to drag anhydrous hoses around. They're not climbing around equipment to hook up that anhydrous hose. Customer feedback to the Pitstop Pro system has been really good. Folks are excited. We hear feedback that this should have been around 30 years ago to apply anhydrous to make that operation quicker and to reduce that operator being out around the system. Our customers out in the field who have been running the systems, they're amazed that they are changing tanks at a minute and a half to 2 minutes instead of that longer time frame. So the customer feedback has been a lot of excitement around this system, just wishing that maybe it would have been something that would have been around years ago when folks were applying anhydrous.